Alright, welcome to the video, y'all. Welcome to the video. This is Jonathan Belcher. I ain't know if I was live or not, but welcome to the video. I'm gonna start off with the daily affirmation. I am rich. I am financially free. I am financially prosperous. Money flows to me abundantly from providing great service. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am loved. Y'all heard that little variation right there? But this video right here is gonna be kind of a follow-up video to my previous video where I spoke about the technological plans exposed. Cause if I don't put you on to what's going on, who else gonna do it? The real stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? Because we got mainstream media, then we got social media, then we got media that comes from us, from the people. And I always say I rather trust, for the most part, I rather trust media that comes from people who are just like you and I, as opposed to media that comes from mainstream strings being pulled and stuff like that, if you get what I mean. So in this video, what I wanted to do was show you something that I saw the other day. I meant to record this video sooner, but I want to show you something that I saw the other day, speaking on Mark Zuckerberg coming out with a cryptocurrency. But all of this stuff going on in the world is to provoke thought, and to realize this isn't stuff that's just now in the works. This is stuff that's been planned for years in advance. But we got to stop and say, where the hell is all of this going? We got to ask ourselves, as we see the gradual changes happening with technology, as we see the murmurings about brain chips and them testing animals with chips, and we see the murmurings about, the metaverse and merging the biology with technology. You start, that's getting into some real scary stuff. That's tapping into some things where your consciousness is being attacked ultimately. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they say ignorance is bliss. It ain't that damn bliss, because you don't want to be so ignorant to the point where you walking into something where you don't even know what you walking into. You don't even know what you getting into. You just gradually, like a chicken without a head, just gradually walking. Next thing you know, you falling over the bridge or something, So it's always good to, especially nowadays, we got so much. This is the information age right here. We got so much information at our fingertips, but yet and still people are very, very lazy. You know what I'm saying? And yet and still people are undermining the power of knowledge and wisdom and learning about the self. People still looking for things outside of themselves to help build them up and to help better their situation. But dealing with this society, just listening to mainstream media, not getting access to your own knowledge and your own information, is going to lead you down the path of where you ultimately lose yourself, right? Because if let's look at the last 20 years. Let's just be real, right? For the last 20 years, it's been feeling like everything that's been going on in the world and society and the things they've been pushing down our throats, right, wrong, or indifferent, has been like, it's been stuff that's like really been skewing reality and kind of making you think like, well, what is reality? You know what I mean? What is natural and what's not natural? It's kind of like, if you notice, it's been like this programming. I don't know if y'all been feeling it. Drop a comment below if you know what I'm talking about. But it's kind of like there's just been this push and this programming to where when you think something is that, no, it's not that, it's something else. And I think that this ties a lot into where it's going and where things are leading up to as far as the agenda, especially with opening up this virtual reality stuff. Because if you don't know the difference, between what's real and what's not real, imagine when your ass is putting on that VR headset or something like that. Then it don't even matter what's real and what's not real, because you're ultimately experiencing a whole fake world as if it's real, right? So there's got to be some type of effects that's going to have on the mind, that's going to have some type of effects on the spirit. It's got to, because, I mean, just think about it. It's like, imagine having a dream. When you get out of a dream, you wake up from a dream, it feel real as hell. You wake up out of a dream, the pain you felt in the dream, you wake up, you might feel that pain in real life. You're like, well, how the hell that happened? But this is how powerful the consciousness is, and they know how powerful your consciousness is. So once they get control of that and you don't know the difference from what's real and what's not real, well, ultimately you are now really a slave, right? And if you're enslaved with your finances as well, and you're enslaved with your mind, really you don't own anything. You don't own your ideas, you don't own your thoughts anymore. So what I want to show you really quick is this is what I saw on Baller Alert the other day. This was a post where on Baller Alert on Instagram I had saw. So I'm gonna go to the post now. Talking about Mark Zuckerberg, and you know, he's been working to come out with his own cryptocurrency for some time now. Let me just find the post really quick. I found the post for you really quick. Baller Alert is of course like a media outlet site. All right, here we go. Here, go right here. All right, cool. Meta reportedly looking to introduce its own currency, Zuck Bucks. Oh man. 2 years ago, Facebook deleted my whole entire account. I had years and years of stuff that I built up on there, years and years of pictures, testimonials, screenshots of work I've accomplished in the past working with people. Don't get me wrong, none of that stuff matters because I'm going to help more people make more money. I'm going to build an even bigger empire than ever before, right? And those who run with me are going to learn how to earn passive income. Those who run with me are going to learn the secrets of the universe, the secrets about yourself, your consciousness, all of that stuff. I'm taking everybody to the top with me, those who want to run with me and support what I'm doing. So all that hate that Facebook was trying to throw my way, they deleted my Facebook account, you know, Marky Mark and this team, because I made a post about Dr. Sebi and I made a post about the vaccine at the time. So that was very unfortunate for me when I just, you know, they just deleted my account. All the work that I put in, they didn't even care. They just got rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. So a lot of my pictures that I had, a lot of the proof that I had of stuff that I was accomplishing at the time got deleted. So I kind of had to start from scratch, at least from Facebook, from the Facebook standpoint. And I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of great connections on that Facebook account, but I had to make a whole new one. But anyway, Meta reportedly looking to introduce, but it's not that I'm picking on Mark Zuckerberg. It's not like that I'm picking on Marky Mark. I was upset about, you know, my Facebook being deleted without explanation, without them trying to even give it back to me. You know, I felt like it could have been worked out. I felt like they could have at least asked me what I meant by my comment about Dr. Sebi, because it was based off facts. You know, maybe we could have discussed it and I could have got my page back, but all of that work went down the drain. So freedom of speech, how free is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and during that time, this is when I think they banned Trump's account too and some other people's accounts. But it makes you wonder, like, if you can't have a mind, you see how they slowly showing you that they don't want you to think for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's slowly showing you that. Fear the beard. Fear the beard. You see the hat? I don't got no brim on the hat. This is a real thinking cap right here. No brim on the hat. It's a new style. We don't do the brims on the hats no more, y'all. 300, baby. 300 of freedom, baby. All day. 300. Power of 3. All right, let's get into this now. Meta reportedly looking to introduce its own currency, Zuck Bucks. Meta could be getting its own currency in the form of Zuck Bucks. Where will the metaverse go next? Creating its own payment system and currency. The New York Post reports Meta is getting ready to introduce payment tokens, which company employees refer to as Zuck Bucks. Instead, it won't be cryptocurrency, but an in-app currency managed and controlled by Meta. Just like other forms of payment, Zuck Bucks will be used for making transactions. In addition, another financial product Meta is cooking up is social tokens, which it would potentially award to Facebook users who do good deeds via Facebook social groups. What will these Facebook social groups look like? And why are you giving me a score based on good deeds? It sounds a lot like China and their social score system. You know, like they're coming out with a system where it's like, or they probably got it out already, China, where it's like, if you say anything questioning the government or questioning anybody in authoritative position, basically your social score is going to go down, and that's going to affect areas of your life. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like a credit score. So imagine, look at what they're trying to do, use technology to how they're trying to use technology to enslave us more and more and more. We don't realize it now because, of course, we're using it for our pleasure and our desires, to connect with family and friends, and of course to earn income and stuff like that. But where is this going ultimately? You know what I'm saying? Like where are we going? If you're giving me a social score based on good deeds, you know, we don't know what those good deeds, What if it's a good deed to me, but a bad deed to Facebook? Now my social score is gonna go down now? Is my score, not social score, what they say? They said social tokens. So my social tokens are gonna go down now if I say one thing about, which it could potentially award to Facebook users who do good deeds via Facebook groups. Creator coins is also another concept that may be implemented for influencers on Instagram. So Mark is coming out with his own cryptocurrency. Now, if anybody could just create a cryptocurrency, he's been trying to do this since I think 2018. He came out with one, then he renamed it, but he's been getting a lot of pushback from regulators because they don't want him to launch his own cryptocurrency because they feel like basically he's gonna kind of monopolize it in a sense, which kind of make, when you think about it, it kind of makes sense, because if you're creating a whole metaverse, a whole virtual reality where people are gonna feel like they're really in this real dimension, right, when it's not a real dimension, well, are we going into becoming a cashless society? Because if you're pushing things more and more for everything to be technologically based, where you can track the money, you can track the decisions, you can track, when people speak, you can track everything through technology, right? Because once you post something, anything you document, it's there. But think about this on a bigger scale now. If you got cryptocurrency called Zuck Bucks and you in the metaverse, which is owned by who? Facebook, right? Or now Metaverse is owned by Facebook. See, that's another little trick, little slick thing they did now. Now Meta owns Facebook because they're putting a lot of money into the metaverse, right? And into this technological advancement. So where are we going? Are we turning into a cashless society? Because I've been saying to you, the money ain't backed by gold like it was years ago. The money is not really backed by anything. Cash money is not really backed by anything. So they could just keep printing the money. But when they keep coming out, when these big dogs keep coming out with these cryptocurrencies, it makes me wonder, are they planning to go 100% digital and get rid of cash? I mean, I hope not. But anything is possible. We can't be completely closed off to the idea, because as they push more and more for these technological advances and they get more people's minds on board to be a part of this virtual world, there's less of a need for you to go out to the store and buy something, There's less of a need for you to have cash on hand to go buy something from a friend, for example, right? Now, everything you have in this virtual world now, what the hell you need cash for? You got to buy everything digitally anyway. So Mark is actually being smart in working in the best interest of himself, but you still got some pushback. There's still people pushing back. Okay, so now let's continue reading. While there are no updates on these finance-based ventures, a spokesperson for the company said it is always thinking of new ideas. We continuously consider new product innovations for people, businesses, and creators. To read the rest, log on to ballalert.com. So, do you want to trade in your cash for some Zuck Bucks? Do you want to give in some cash for your Zuck Bucks? Do you want to give in cash for Zuck Bucks? Be a millionaire in the Zuck Buck world, man. Nah, but this stuff is serious stuff, man. So, so I'm gonna go to another article. I'm gonna go on DuckDuckGo, and I want to show you another article talking about what's been going on with Zuck Bucks and how he's been fighting to get this thing off the ground. He's been fighting to get his own cryptocurrency, right, which is gonna be called Zuck Bucks. He tried to name it, I think, Libra first. Then he changed the name to DM, and then now he's changed it to all right, let's read. This was the article that I had read. I like DuckDuckGo because they tend to have some more accurate information that's more accessible than Google. A lot of times I feel like Google, they be deleting articles and they be all type of stuff, banning information and stuff like that. So you got to do your own, you got to do digging. So Meta is reportedly making Zuck Bucks virtual currency. So a virtual currency. So if this virtual currency is going to have real worth in this virtual world, it's making me think, like, are we moving into a cashless society? Are they going to try to basically crash the economy so that they can roll out this agenda where it's just predominantly a virtual world where you just use digital money. But you're not thinking like digital money, it takes away control from the people, right? And it gives more control to the big to these big elites. You know what I'm saying? Like with cash, you have a little more loopholes. You have a little more leeway. You know, if you don't report all of the cash you make, for example, you know, how is it proven that you're getting all that cash? But now with something like a cryptocurrency like Zuck Bucks, every dollar you earn or every dollar you spend, all the transactions coming in and going out, that's all documented. There's no loopholes. There ain't no hiding. There ain't no coming up on a side business. There ain't no coming up on a little hustle you got on the side, if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that all that stuff is right, but my point is that we need loopholes as people. It's the loopholes that allow us to advance and to do a lot of the miraculous things that we're able to do, as far as catapulting ourselves into that, into like, you know, millionaire status and stuff like that. There's a lot of people who needed cash to be able to turn that cash into something, into an asset, investment into a business, a corporation, property, whatever. You know what I mean? So you kind of need cash. Like, so let's read. Meta may have given up on its DM currency, cryptocurrency. Okay, that's what they was trying to do before. Mark was trying to launch DM, but the company is still exploring finance products, according to a new Financial Times report. The parent company of Facebook and Instagram reportedly has a few irons in the fire, including virtual currency employees have apparently taken to calling Zuck Bucks. Zuck Bucks, seemingly named for Meta founder, chairman, and CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, of course, Marky Mark. Zuck Bucks, you want to give in your money for some? Do you want to trade in your cash for some Zuck Bucks? 300, baby. Use your medulla. Use your medulla. Are likely to be a cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency is basically digital money, man. It's invisible money. Let's just be real. If you could just create a currency out of thin air now, I think that's very telling of where we're going as a society. If you could just create a currency. You know, we got the US dollar, we got the Japanese yen, we got the euro, we got all of these currencies. But if you could just create some digital shit and give it a worth, and it's all virtual, it's not really like you can touch it, it's not really tangible like that, then it's, I think it's kind of, if you open up your mind a little bit, you gotta be open to understanding. Like, you gotta ask yourself, where's this all going? You know, if we don't put some type of halt on this and think about, because you remember there was a time when Facebook, when all you could do is like a status. You remember that time when all you could do is like a status? You couldn't show a mad reaction. You couldn't give a love reaction. You couldn't give a care reaction. Remember, it was just one reaction, just a like. You couldn't dislike, none of that stuff. Remember that? And also, there was a time on Facebook where you couldn't see live when people were typing. Like, look at all of these gradual changes, even within Facebook in itself, how much it's grown and how much more powerful and just fast in speed it's gotten since it first launched. Now, think about that in terms of a whole dimension that's a virtual reality that's owned by Facebook. Think about that now. It's a whole world in itself. If they're trying to launch a cryptocurrency for you to use alongside this virtual reality, this gotta be some serious shit. It gotta be serious enough to where people could forget about cash and not even give a damn about that and be like, look, as long as I got enough cryptocurrency, as long as I got enough Zuck Bucks, I'm gonna be alright for life, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but that shit is like entrapping like your soul. It's entrapping, like it's tracking on everything. You don't have no wiggle room, no leeway to do anything. You don't have everything is tracked. So understand. Instead, Meta is leaning towards introducing in-app tokens that would be, and then hackers, right? You gotta think about that. That would be centrally controlled by the company, similar to those used in gaming apps such as the Robux currency in popular children's game Roblox, according to the FT. Roblox has built a huge business selling Robux, and Meta could try to emulate some of that success on its own platforms. Meta hasn't totally distanced itself from blockchain products, as the company is also looking into posting and sharing NFTs on Facebook. So Facebook is investing a lot of money into expanding into the future. But all of this money is going into a future where it's like this virtual world where we got to kind of be careful, because essentially what they're doing is merging the biology with technology. Remember I told you that. Remember I told you they're trying to merge the biology with technology, because iPhone and stuff like that can't work without your magnetism and your energy. Going back to this word energy, right? You got the 300, baby. That 3 right there is not just a 3. It's also a E, right? That E is for energy, baby, because everything is energy. Everything. That's what connects everything is energy, right? And if you want to take your knowledge to a whole new level, if you want to learn about the self, you want to learn about secrets of the universe, if you want to learn stuff that's really going to have you tapped in, earning your own passive income, because I'm building a whole entire empire, baby, the 300 to Freedom movement, all you got to do is check out the link below in the description. You sign up, get started with the Empower 300. The Empower 300 is weekly calls, weekly live empowerment calls that I do for my team, guys. I'm telling you, these calls are going to change your life because I'm giving you all the secrets. You know, we always want to buy things outside of ourselves, but these things ain't going to bring us back no money. These things ain't going to bring us financial freedom. These things ain't going to allow us to quit our jobs. These things ain't going to put us ahead of everybody else who's, you know, basically walking into a trap. So knowledge is the key, right? So this is what's been going on, right? And I want to do this video as a follow-up just to provoke thought once again, and to say that we gotta come together, because yeah, there's mainstream media, but we have power within our media, and we can use our media to put people onto game to what, you know, the higher ups are working on, and where they're trying to take things, because they don't, you know, they don't look at it as a personal thing. It's impersonal for them. It's just an agenda they have to accomplish and what they want to accomplish. But in every facet of life, in all levels of life, there's both good and evil, right? You got good and you got evil. You got people who got a lot of money who's good-hearted, and you got people who got a lot of money who's evil. You got people who got great knowledge and they're going to use that knowledge to do good, and then you got people who got great knowledge and they're going to use that knowledge to do something that's not so good. So we got to be wise enough and knowledgeable enough to know what to question, what to say yes to, what to participate in, what to say no to. We got to realize that we have these choices, and instead of just gradually giving up our rights, because that's what we're doing, we don't even realize it, we're gradually giving up our rights and enslaving ourselves. But instead of gradually just giving up our rights and just acting like a chicken with our heads cut off, we could get tapped into knowledge. We could get tapped into real information that's going to grow us consciously, help us vibrate at a higher frequency, so that no matter what's going on with mainstream media, none of that stuff is stressing us out. None of that stuff is making us depressed. None of that stuff is making us sick and at dis-ease, you know, because dis-ease comes from dis-ease, right? Dis-ease is a stressful thought. You know, most diseases come from stress, and stress on the body for a long time creates disease. And they don't talk about that either, because they don't want to get into the real root of things, which is energy. But yeah, I just want to share this video as a follow-up to make you think, like the cryptocurrency, like all these cryptocurrencies are coming out. So the dollar ain't backed by nothing anymore, right? It's just cash paper. It ain't really backed by nothing. That's why I could just print it out now. But now a lot of these big companies are trying to get into the cryptocurrency. Everybody's trying to do a cryptocurrency. Why? Wow, what are they getting prepared for? I want you to drop a comment below, right? And share this video with 5 friends or family. Share this video with 5 friends or family and drop a comment below. Use your medulla, baby. Use your medulla. We got to start using our brains, right? Share this video with 5 friends or family that you think may want to watch this video, or somebody you know who has been talking about this kind of information, because, you know, we got to band together. We got to band together, and we got to fight the forces of evil out there. You know what I'm saying? So drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on what you feel about cryptocurrency. Do you think that we are going to turn into a cashless society or not? Do you think that cash can never go away? Or do you think it is a possibility it can go away? Do you think cryptocurrency and trading and all of that stuff will be regulated a lot more in the future years coming? Let me know your thoughts below. But this is Jonathan Belcher. You already know, 300 to Freedom family. Shout out to all my kings and queens out there. This is the time where we got to do something, because we don't know where this is headed. And I see how more and more we're being more and more controlled. At first, it was fun to be on social media. It's still fun. But the deeper and deeper we go, the more I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Where's this going? You know, because you saw iRobot. You saw The Matrix. You saw these movies where they were showing you how technology, you know, the Matrix is basically about keeping your mind within a dimension, so you can never quite get out, because you're living a linear lifestyle, right? That's why you have a 15-year mortgage, a 30-year mortgage. Everything is time-based. You go to school for 4 years. Why does it have to take 4 years for you to become an expert in your field? Why does it have to take 30 years for you to pay off a home? It's all linear, you know what I mean? And elongating, when really and truly in the quantum space, and I'm not gonna go too deep into this because I don't, we'll go deeper in a little later video. In the quantum space, in the quantum realm, right? Time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. But if you notice in the linear dimension, in the linear realm, time, everything is like, 30-year mortgage, 4 years of schools, or 8 years of schooling. It's like, why does it have to be time-based? You can accomplish your dreams within a year. You know what I'm saying? You can get to your dreams much, much faster just by thinking about your dreams and visualizing your dreams. But all of this stuff that's in place, like all of this stuff going on, like the news, the media, and the constant sharing of negativity, all that stuff is to keep you vibrating at a lower frequency. You know what I mean? Like, keep you vibrating at a low frequency, keep you working for somebody else, keeping you constantly looking outside of yourself for the answers. When the answers are within yourself, you just gotta know how to tap into that, right? Constantly keeping you feeling less than, keeping you feeling like you're on this hamster wheel, living paycheck to paycheck, like you're stuck on this, like keeping up with the Joneses. You ever feel like that? Like you feel like you just living paycheck to paycheck. You just doing it to survive, but really and truly, you know that you will feel much better and you'd be much happier doing more of the things that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you be doing if time and money wasn't an issue for you? What would you be doing if time and money wasn't an issue for you? My friend, that's what you can be doing. That's what you should be doing. Whatever it is you would be doing if time and money wasn't an issue for you, I'm telling you, those are the things that will make you much more happier. Those are the things that are going to make you feel more alive because it's in line with your heart and in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to earn passive income, that's possible. All this cryptocurrency stuff coming out, I mean, hello, what it's saying is that if you're not creating a skill to earn some type of income online, you're going to get left behind. Because it's moving, the world is changing, and it's changing fast. It's not changing slow. The world is changing fast. I don't know exactly what the next 20 years is going to look like, but I do know there's some things that we're going to have to be careful of. Those revelations, those scriptures and revelations ain't there for no reason, right? I showed you the scripture last time. Revelation, let's go back to it one last time before I end this video, right? We're going to go back to that scripture because some of y'all think it's a joke. Revelations 6:9, I think it is, right? 6:9. We go with Revelations. Oh no, that's not it. I'm wrong. What was it? I forgot what revelation it was. Damn, what revelation was? Hold on, 1 second. I'm gonna find. One second. Hold on, wait. Now I gotta find it. Wait. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. The scripture about. Nine six. There we go. 9:6. I got the numbers mixed up. Revelation 9:6. Revelation 9:6. Look at what it says. Let's go to the King James Bible version, right? Let's just look at the King James Bible version. Fear the beard. King James Bible version. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. It's right there. It's right there in the word, right there. So where we headed, family? Where we headed? Drop a comment below. This is your boy Jonathan Belcher tuning out. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.